So if you want to build your capacity, draw fast and make a lot of failures. If you want to make a beautiful piece for a show, obviously spend the time, slow down. But knowing when to speed up and when to slow down, you have to have in your mind a goal for what you plan to achieve during a drawing. And while you're drawing, you find yourself making choices. Like this one, I was trying to make it realistic, but I ended up capturing something of the expression in a line, and I decided to go with it, and it changed the drawing. And here in this one, I simply wanted to capture a lot. I wasn't finishing the modeling, the shapes. The value wasn't really making convincing shapes. So what I ended up doing was focusing in a sort of Picasso way. Look at the negative space. Block it in. Build it up. Find the relationships of the negative space, and then go in and create little hints of contour. And I ran out of time on that one. Didn't finish the face, but the general gestalt of this one, it's a nice lesson. And this one, same thing. Face is terrible. I obviously need to do that. And speaking of getting the proportions wrong, once you realize you've done the proportions, obviously it's good to rework it. Erase, draw over, but sometimes you just roll with it and you take the distortion and you end up with something, I don't, for some reason this reminds me of something almost mythological, sort of a Greek myth pose. And there was definitely something in the actual way that the model was lying that suggested this. I was picking up on something, and it was errors in the compositional, the scaling, the keeping it aligned. There's an artificial twist I've added by, probably moving my head, or the model moved, but capitalizing on it to make a composition, an actual painting instead of just a description. I mean, we have cell phones and cameras everywhere in the world right now, but what we don't have is that human element, the story. How do we get a story into our drawings? A lot of the time it's capitalizing on error.